Turns out the new MacBook SSDs are slower than before. Ooh, salacious. This is your controversial topic. For sure, you're going to put red in this thumbnail, right? There's going to be some type of red.
A little bit of red.
There's going to be a little red tinge to it. Like
Tim is red.
Apple users revolt over Apple's shocking decision.
Yeah.
Over Apple's shocking downgrade. ... I mean, nobody likes a downgrade ever. We talked about downgrades with Tesla. And oftentimes these companies, at scale, they'll sit there and say, man, our margins could shift in this direction or that direction. We make this decision. Also, you have supply chain shortages that could lead to some of this decision making because these products are in development so far in advance. When is an upgrade not an upgrade? With every new release, it's assumed that Apple's tech is getting better. And by better, we mean faster. But new reports have suggested that new versions of the MacBook Pro, the 14 and 16-inch models, as well as the 2023 Mac Mini, may not exactly be pushing the envelope. M2 MacBook Pro 13-inch base models are slower than their predecessors as a result of having one SSD chip rather than two. And it seems that nothing has changed with the new models. Reported once again, the base model new 14 MacBook Pro appears to feature fewer NAND chips than the last generation, which means that the SSD read-write performance is actually worse than the previous generation. Thank you to Zone of Tech for pointing this out. I presume that it's still a relatively, well, we have the numbers here. What would I say? Like acceptable performance for a number of people. This is showcasing read and write speeds using AJA or AJA system tests. Here you can see the read write on the single setup, which is the downgrade, and then the previous model with the dual setup where you can see, well, in this case, almost double the performance. Yes, this might be significant to you, and it might actually put some people into the used market that weren't expecting to go there if read-write speeds are incredibly critical to their workflow, which, for us, it's one thing that we certainly consider, writing large video files to the internal drive in some cases. If we want to edit from there or something along these lines. I used to test all kinds of things like this, even back in the day where I was modifying MacBook Pros and putting my own SSDs in them. Anyway, it looks like it's affecting, just scroll down to the tweet, just up a little bit. Apple is likely using single SSD modules, base 256 M2 Air and M2 MacBook Pro. More testing to come. This is breaking news, and it is on the base MacBook Pro 512 gig. So this may or may not obviously occur at different configurations. You presume you're going to get more chips as you select those other storage capacities. So now you're left in a scenario where it's not just a storage selection, but a speed selection as well. So just be aware as you go into your custom configurator.